What's it like taking an 8-hour flight for just $130? This week I'm going to find out. From the seat to the meals and yes, even the loos. I'm testing everything to see if it's really worth it. But first... Guess who's overslept his alarm this morning and is about to miss his flight? We've got to get going. We're boarding in like 30 minutes. So I've managed to book myself a flight to Australia, an 8-hour long-haul flight, and it's only cost me £100, or about $130 US. The good news is my hotel was literally inside the airport, so I haven't got to go through security or anything. I do have to get a bus to another terminal. Alright, bus to Terminal 4 at gate C21, okay. Hi there, how are you doing?
You take the lift, go down, take a bus to Terminal 4.
Terminal 4, okay, thank you. Alright, our little sleeper lad, he's asking me what flight I've just arrived on, and I can't even tell him. I can't even remember what airline I've just flown on. I've only been here for like 4 hours. 14 minutes, okay, thanks. 14 minutes to the next bus. Oh, I have a feeling I might not make this flight. So how long is the drive to Terminal 4? How long will it take? About 15 minutes, okay, so about 30 minutes from now to Terminal 4?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. And no more, there's no security or anything there, we're already at the gate?
There's another security.
Okay, alright, okay, perfect, thank you. Thank you, have a good day. Thank you. So I've managed to find this £100 ticket across to Australia. I want to find out today what the catch is. I guess this is the first catch really, is we've got to go to a different terminal. We've got to go to the low-cost terminal here instead of the main terminal. It's about a 15-minute drive away if we make it. Thank you. Oh yeah. Alright, thank you. Hi, good morning. So my flight today is with Jetstar, the Australian low-cost airline. I've flown with them before, they weren't that brilliant. We're going to see what they're like today, on an 8-hour leg today. It's far too early for all these shenanigans. What on earth is Texas chicken? I'm presuming chicken from Texas. It's a long way for a chicken to come, surely. So I guess the first catch of this $130 flight is that you don't get any baggage allowance at all. You even have to pay for carry-ons, which I've had to do. That's my carry-on bag today, because it was going to be an absurd amount of money to get an actual checked bag, and I don't really need a checked bag. I'm on a strict weight limit of 14 kgs. I'm hoping this is under, because I've heard that they're quite militant a little bit about measuring them as well. Oof, we made it. No idea how I made it, but I've made it. And there's my plane there. It's a Jetstar flight tonight, Boeing 787 Dreamliner. 8 hours. Oof, no caffeine yet. There's literally nowhere to get drinks or anything here in Terminal 4. The most basic and sparse of all the terminals here at Singapore. So the next catch then, boarding. You've got to pay extra just to get on the plane early.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for waiting.
I didn't, so now I'm heading to the back of the line and hoping that there's still room for my carry-on. Hi there. Thank you, yeah. Thank you. So the Aussies have a name for this airline. They call it Death Star, not Jetstar. Tells you how much they think about it. Let's see how I feel after 8 hours. Hi there, how are you? Oh, just here, okay. All right. Thank you.
Can you serve compartment there for your big bag?
All right, yeah, thank you. I made it on board. Good news is that I've managed to snag an exit row. Look at this. The bad news is that everybody's tripping over my feet, but also good news is I've got a nice window view out over that engine, which is pretty decent. It's an overnight flight, but it's for me entirely daytime today, so I'm going to have some coffee, some breakfast, and maybe work through the flight, I think is my plan. 8 hours. Too bad it's a full day at work, isn't it? And then when I land, I can go to bed. We'll see. It's a little bit snug. It's a bit of a squeeze, especially in the exit row. The seats are very narrow, but I do have a bit of leg room, which is quite decent. For $130, you can't really complain, can you? Alright, then the door is closed. It doesn't infringe on my legroom that much either, which isn't too bad. And with everyone wedged in securely, it was time to get on our way. Now Now there's nothing quite like Takeoff, except that is when you're eye level with a flight attendant trying desperately not to make awkward eye contact for 5 minutes straight. It's always a little bit weird when you sit on this front emergency exit row and you've got the flight attendant literally staring into their soul as you take off because they sit right in that seat there, and it's so awkward. So tonight we're flying from Singapore to Melbourne, 8 hours, nearly 4,000 miles and just 130 bucks. Let's see what that actually gets you. Now, I have pre-ordered some meals tonight. You have to pay for your food. There's an entertainment system which you've also got to pay for as well. I don't think there's Wi-Fi, which is surprising because you'd have thought that Jetstar would have found a way to make some money out of that as well, but they haven't, I don't think. So I don't think there's Wi-Fi. Now, is it ever truly a real Jetstar flight? You haven't got an old Australian couple bickering and arguing at the side of you for the entire flight. And seriously, this is like the third flight I've done with Jetstar and every one of them is the same. She's moaning at him for absolutely everything. It's his fault because they went to load up the in-flight entertainment and they realised that you've got to pay for it. Now it's his fault. Didn't you pay for it? Why didn't you pay for it? You knew it was a long flight. Why didn't you pay for it? That's my in-flight entertainment. That's all I need. This video is brought to you by Surfshark. Now, as you guys know, there is nothing I enjoy more in the world than surfing. I'd even go so far as to say I'm actually pretty good at it. Well, not this sort of surfing. Obviously, I'm not very good at this. It's far too cold and wet for my liking. I much prefer a different sort of surfing. Surfing the web. I'm really good at that and I can spend hours at it. You see, thanks to Surfshark, surfing the web is a lot more pleasurable and safer too. Surfshark's a VPN that encrypts all of your data, even when I'm travelling on public airport hotspots and Wi-Fi, on planes, in hotels, you name it. Whenever I'm on public Wi-Fi, my data's safe because I'm encrypted through the Surfshark VPN. You see, a VPN encrypts your data, which means that you're not leaving anything on display for the rest of the world to see. Even when I'm not travelling though, Surfshark comes in handy because I can sit and watch TV as if I'm anywhere else in the world, which is really handy because I live here in the States. Thanks to Surfshark, I can still watch my favourite TV programmes with Susie, like Gogglebox. Super easy to install. You go on the website, you download it and install it, you sign into your account, and then you can choose whichever country you'd like to connect through. Right now, Surfshark are offering you 4 extra months completely free of charge at surfshark.com/Noel Phillips. Alright then, the first delicacy of Jetstar has turned up, and it's this. This is the beef lasagna that cost me... Doesn't look the most appetising, but let's give it a go. It's like a Tesco ready meal that's been burned. Now, while I digest that lasagna-shaped disappointment, it was time to break out what's actually worth packing on a long flight. This travel set that I've put out, it's an absolute game changer for these flights like this as well, where you're sitting in economy and you're struggling to get comfy. Let me show you what you get. You get this eye mask. It's like the world's best eye mask, it really is. It cushions your eyes so well there. It's really comfy, plushy, fluffy neck pillow. It's really nice as well. It really makes sleeping on planes comfy. And the pièce de résistance. Passport wallet, RFID blocking. It's got sections in it for your passports and everything. You've even got space to pop an air tag in there as well. And yeah, these are on my website. I think there's not many left now. I think we're down to less than 20 in total. So get your hands on one now because I'm not sure that we'll be getting them back in stock again once we've done this run. So yeah, check it out now. NoelPhillips.com is the website. Go ahead, check it out. Pick up your own travel kit for you or for a loved one, and it will make your travelling life so much more comfy, because it really has for me. I love it. Suitably comfy for my flight, I decided to look at the in-flight entertainment options, which, you guessed it, are an extra cost. They'll handily take credit card payment at your seat for this, but as it turned out, the best streaming option was available completely free of charge, and I settled in to stare at the flight map for 8 hours.
It's time for the Noel Phillips Blue Review. Alright,
it's time for by far the most popular attraction on the Jetstar 787, and that is the loo, because let's face it, it's the only thing that's free on this plane. Don't give them any ideas, folks, that literally there are lines 5 or 6 people deep for every single bathroom across the entire aircraft. I've ended up coming right down to the very back of the plane in the tail to come to this loo because, well, it's the only one where there wasn't anybody waiting, and I sort of spotted it and made a run for it, so I'm here anyway. But this is the loo. It's there. Well, there we go. That's the sink and everything. It's a little bit well used, but not too bad, not too shabby. We've got a toilet just there, and we are told that we're not allowed to stand on the toilet like that. Really? The baby changing mat there. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Not a massive loo, but you know what? It's the only one that's available, and it's free on Jetstar. So come and enjoy this sanctuary of the loo. Quite funny actually. The Australian couple at the side of me, they're still bickering now because apparently he's ordered the food wrong, and he ordered it so that they got all of their meals together, and the crew aren't able to do that. They aren't able to split them out. I don't know, is that what all Australian old couples are like? The guy just kind of sits there rolling his eyes while he's told off by his wife. I don't know. I'm going to use the loo because I'm sure there's a queue forming outside.
That was the Noel Phillips Loo Review.
Lunchtime, my second paid meal on Death Star, and it's a bacon and egg ciabatta with cheese and tomato relish. Looks good, let's give it a go. You know, normally when you get like sandwiches on planes, they can be a bit soggy. That's actually not too bad. It's alright actually. I don't know if it's quite worth that much, but it's alright. So the sun is starting to rise out the window, just a little bit over on the horizon. We're right overhead at Adelaide at the minute. Hi Dennis, Bunnick. We are going to be landing in about 50 minutes time. I have to say, you know, for 100 quid, this hasn't been a bad flight at all really. Yes, it's low cost, yes you pay for everything. You know what, the seat's not too bad, as economy class seats go, it's no different to any other economy class seat really. And even for an 8-hour flight, I've not found this too bad really, to be completely honest. Even if I did nearly miss it at the beginning. I've had plenty of coffee now, I'm feeling a little bit better. And so for my Noel rating of this flight. The food, well, it wasn't great, but it was certainly not bad. I'd give it a 3 out of 5. The seat in the aircraft, well, it wasn't too bad really, definitely in the average category, so 3 stars for that. Next, the in-flight entertainment and Wi-Fi, or lack of. While it was paid for IFE though, they did have a good selection, so I'd give it a 3 out of 5 for that. The hospitality was okay, so again a 3 out of 5, and the ground experience, again a solid 3 out of 5. But we did arrive in quite a bit early into Melbourne, which adds on half a star for every 30 minutes, so the final Noel rating for this flight is a 3.5 out of 5. The value for money though can't be beat. At just $130 or 3 cents per mile on a 4,000 mile flight, it works out to a value for money rating of 4.5 stars. Alright, thank you. Alright, Melbourne, Australia. 100 quid. And we're even early as well. You know, I didn't think that was bad at all, to be honest, for the price that I paid. That was nice and easy. Then I'm sure I used to remember getting into Australia was really difficult. Like passport control had a reputation of being really hard, but you know what? I go so far as to say it's just as easy as getting into the US these days. It's really nice. You just go through your little e-gate thing. You don't even have to talk to anybody. It's lovely. Trying to find my hotel now. Novotel. Hi there. Good, thanks. How are you?
You'll be on level 9,
Okay.
just on this side at the end.
Perfect.
And you will need to use your key card in the lift, okay?
Awesome. Thank you very much.
No worries.
Thanks. Have a great day. Alright, room 911 in an airport hotel. What could go wrong? Let's figure it out. I can actually get in. Oh, okay. This isn't too bad. Let me see what this room is like. Oh, this is okay. And we've got a nice view out of the airport. Wow. There's Melbourne Airport over there, look. And there's a Jetstar taking off, and some DHL planes and the police department outside my window. The Rozzers are right there, best be on my best behaviour in my room. Anyway, here we go. Melbourne, Australia, my 100 quid flight. You know what, I thought that was pretty decent, if I'm honest, for 100 quid. That is the fourth time I've tried flying Jetstar. It's the third flight that's actually taken place because one of those four was cancelled. And you know what? It actually wasn't that bad of an experience, if I'm completely honest. Like the other three that I've actually flown on. Pretty decent. It was cheap. It was relatively comfy. And it got me here early. If anything, we should have only been landing about sort of 10 minutes ago. Honestly, Jetstar, I give them a thumbs up. Pretty decent flight. But let me know what you think. Do you think, are you Australian? This is a call to all the Aussies out there. Are you Australian? Have you flown on Jetstar before? And what do you think to them? Let me know, because I hear such terrible things about Jetstar. And in my experience, apart from the one time they cancelled my flight on me at the last minute, it's been pretty decent. So let me know what you think about Jetstar. So I'm off to get some rest now, because I've got a couple of fun-packed days here in Melbourne, Australia to do. So thank you so much for watching. As always, take care, be kind to one another, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.